to start, the best thing to do right off the bat is to work with your breath. A lot of times when we're anxious, our breath gets kind of shallow. It's just how the body's made. But what happens when it gets shallow is it signals to other parts of the brain to get more upset. So knowing that, we can use that information so that we can deepen our breath to signal to parts of the brain, parasympathetic nervous system, that it's okay to relax and to actually reduce anxiety. So to begin, what I'd like to recommend you do is to just exhale all the breath out. See what Bachi's doing? He's opening his mouth to do it. Yeah, you are such a good puppy. Exhale all the breath out and then take a big breath in. Soften your abdomen to let the breath in and just hold the breath in. And I'm not even going to count, just hold it in for a couple seconds. And then slowly exhale the breath all the way. You can exhale through your mouth if that feels good. And let's do that again. Inhale, full breath. Hold the breath. And then exhale the breath out. So as you exhale your breath away, you might notice that your body starts to release. So let's do a few more rounds of that. All you're doing is just you're working with your breath. So take a full breath in, feel the abdomen widen and expand to receive the breath. Hold the breath. Key into that feeling of fullness. And then when you're ready, slowly exhale the breath away and see if you can get your shoulders and your bones to just start to drop away some of the tension. And here we go. Last time here, inhale. Hold the breath. And then exhale the breath all away. And then just check in, like, how does doing that deep breathing work change your experience of yourself? Like, you might feel a little more relaxed or not. The thoughts might still be there, and that's okay too. So it's a short practice, but throughout it, just keep checking in, keep working breath. As we move through the poses, I'm going to encourage you to keep the breathing in and out through the nose, but of course, if you have to exhale through the mouth, that's okay too. So we're going to start in a child's pose. So I like to teach child's pose with the feet together, the big toes together in the back, but the knees pretty wide apart. And then reach your hands forward, dropping your head down to the floor. If you do that and it's just too deep of a stretch, then take a block. If you don't have a block, a pillow or a couple books, and put the block underneath your forehead. And then reach your arms forward from here. You're breathing and you're pulling your sitting bones back behind you. Take a full breath in. And then exhale all the breath away, allowing the upper spine to drop down towards the floor. Reach your hands away from you a little bit more. Deep inhale. And exhale the breath all away. Last full breath here. Inhale and exhale. If you're using a block, move it towards the top of the mat and then extend your arms again so that your fingertips are pointing forward in front of towards the front of the mat and your finger bones are spreading away from each other. Come up into a tabletop position so that your ankles are behind your knees and your knees are right underneath your hips. And then inhale, lift your head, your heart, and your tail. And then exhale, you'll round your spine, really dropping the bottom of the pelvis forward. So inhale, reach. Head, heart, and tail are lifting away. And then exhale, like a Halloween cat, you're pulling up through your abdomen. One more time, inhale. This is really nice for the vertebrae. You have a back bend here when you're inhaling into cow pose. And as you exhale, it really does take on the vertebral energy of a forward fold because the spine is moving, the vertebrae are moving in the way that they do when we're in a forward fold. Come back to a neutral spine, roll over your toes, and then press up. Hips lift, you're coming to a downward facing dog. So if your back is really rounded here, you want to bend your knees so you can extend more through the side body. If your heels can make it all the way to the floor, my recommendation would be to walk back a little bit. You actually don't want them all the way to the floor. It's a common misconception. You want to have them elevated just enough so that you're stretching through some of those internal hip structures. Take a full breath here. Exhale the breath all the way. Pull your abdomen into the spine and step your right foot forward. So as you step your right foot forward, you're in a low lunge. You can use a block underneath your left hand or simply have your left hand on the floor. And then extend the right one up to the sky. Inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to drop your hand down. Take a full breath here. Lengthen your spine. Exhale now into the twist. One more time. Drop the hand down. Inhale in a neutral way. Exhale back into the twist. And then from here, straighten out both legs. Pivot so that you are coming into Prasarita Padottanasana. So you're forward folding towards your toes, towards the front of your room. If you don't get all the way down there, use a block or several blocks to help you get closer to the earth, okay? Dropping down. And then go ahead and take hold of your right ankle with your left hand, or your left ankle with your right hand, and extend, lift up so that you get length through the back body, but you're still in a forward fold, and then just bend at your elbows and drop down. You may feel this through the back of the hamstring, but it's also a forward fold, and because of the connection of the forward folds and the parasympathetic nervous system, they're really important in your practice, okay? So then from here, just pivot, turn. You're coming into a low lunge on the other side. Your left foot's forward. You can go ahead and have a block again under the right hand or not. You can have the hand just simply on the floor if it works. And then extend and open out to the side on the exhale, dropping it down, long spine. Inhale. Exhale, open into the twist. Feel the side body reaching. And drop it back down. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, back into the twist. Good. And then pivot again, coming into your Prasarita Padottanasana. And this time you're going to take hold of the other ankle and reaching. So first you want to extend, and then as you exhale, you're just dropping your elbows away from each other. Calm, soothing breath. Allowing your head to dangle and drop so that it doesn't have to work here. Another full breath, inhale. And exhale it out, bend at the knees. Come on up through center to stand. Reach all the way up to the ceiling. Hands reach up, hands now come to your heart. Take a big breath in and exhale the breath all the way. Come back down to seated. And what we're gonna do, is a cow face hip stretch here. So I'd like you to have your, doesn't matter which knee, one knee up on top. I'm going to show it sideways too. So it's knee over knee. Your feet are pulled back. Your toes are flexing. Inhale, long spine. And then as you exhale, peel your elbows back behind you and drop forward. So you can feel this is again a forward fold, but you're going to feel this more into the hips. It's kind of pigeon-esque in that it's stretching the external rotators, but the important piece of this pose is that you keep your breath soothing as your toes move away from each other. Keep the breath fluid, like an ocean wave, just slowly coming in And then going out. 2 more breaths here. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Come on up to seated. Good. And then put your left foot on the floor and just extend the right leg forward. If that's too far, you feel like it's crunching you and you're rounding, take a yoga strap or a towel and extend the leg that way. So you should feel this as a hamstring stretch. You can go further up if you like, but the point is to just let the back of the leg stretch open. Take 2 more breaths, flexing through the toes, breathing with it, and being really easy and gentle with you. 2 more here. 1 more inhale. Good, and exhale it out. So take your other foot and put it on top. The other knee goes on top now. So for me, it's my left knee on top. And I'm gonna inhale, lengthen my spine, and then exhale. Coming forward, pulling my feet away from each other. So pull your feet away from each other. Pull your shoulders away from your ears, and your elbows draw back. And just taking several breaths, feeling your hips opening and trusting the process. Deep, full breath. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Calming, soothing breath. Exhale it out. Draw 1 more big breath into your body in this pose. Exhale the breath away. Press yourself up to seated, and then the right foot steps down, or the leg that was on the bottom. And with the other leg, you're gonna wrap the strap around underneath the ball of the foot. Really is a good way to go. And then I just kind of hang on to my other knee right here, like for steadiness, sturdiness. And you're stretching again the back of the leg. And notice if you can draw back, pull back with the shoulder. And noticing that just even these little movements, even this mini practice can kind of put money in your spiritual bank, for lack of a better metaphor, of just being kinder to you and taking good care of you with gentleness. And it's not always easy to do, but the point is that we're on the path together. We're working on this together. Take another breath, inhale. Very good, and exhale it out. Coming back through center, draw your hands to your heart center here. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, notice that your sitting bones drop down and feel your whole face relax. The jaw, the tongue, the lips. Draw in another big breath at the crown of your head, the top of your head, reach to the ceiling. And as you exhale, notice that the sides of the face relax, the eyes, the eyebrows, the forehead, the crown of the head, the back of the scalp, all letting go. Take another full breath, inhale, long vertebrae, and then as you exhale, there's just an ease and softness through your whole body. You can open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me.